Well, good morning, friends. It is Monday morning, meaning it's time for some Motivational Monday. My name is Christopher Donnell, the pastor here at Urbana United Methodist Church. And I come to you after an awesome, exhausting, but awesome long week at Vacation Bible School where we had over 150 kids and over 80 volunteers show up and meet the love of Jesus and share the love of Jesus. It was awesome. And then, wouldn't you know, as life happens, this week also is full of, for me, three more funerals that are coming up. And I can't help but just be amazed at the contrast of life and how there is so much life, but then there's also death, and there's light and darkness. But God is doing something in the midst of all of it. He's working in us, and His Spirit is evident and flowing through our world. Most of the time, we just have to recognize it. But with these upcoming funerals, I just can't help but be locked in to the hope we have in the resurrection. Now, hope does not mean we don't grieve or we're not sad or that life is not challenging or difficult or frustrating or overwhelming. No, we are allowed to hold all of that as well as hold hope. Hope of the resurrection. I shared a story in the one funeral this week from author Timothy Keller, theologian, pastor, who died of stage 4 cancer a couple years back, and incredible man of God and incredible life and legacy. And when he was on his deathbed, he was asked, what would you say to a young person following Jesus, starting out following Jesus? And as he was sitting in his hospital room, full of discomfort and pain and weariness, he said, if the resurrection is true, then everything is going to be okay. And when I sat with that, I realized that no matter what happens, we will be okay because of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. But that also means we get to be sad, and we get to have bad days, and we get to go through difficult times. But it does not dismiss that we can still have hope in that. So if the resurrection is true, our hope is that everything that is wrong will be made right. Everything that is old will be made brand new. And that is the hope that I cling to, and that's the hope that I get to share. And I also shared I'm just one beggar telling other beggars where to find bread, and that bread is the hope of Jesus. So as we fumble through life, as we have difficult days, as we have incredible weeks like we just did at VBS, where the innocence of young people finding out that the God of the universe loves them is this mountaintop experience, and then be drawn right back to a casket is our reality. But because of the resurrection, we have hope that it's going to be okay, and we can hold those things together. And I would suggest that that is an invitation of faith, that we can hold both our heaviness and our hope together. It's not one or the other. I think so often we're told that you have to just hold one or the other. That if you have hope, you never feel sad. And if you have sadness or grief, you can't have hope. I think Jesus invites us into that tension in our dualistic way of thinking, black and white, up and down, left or right, death, life. He invites us somewhere else in the middle. So the invitation this week is to cling to the resurrection hope. That because it's true, everything will be okay.